Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Better Talk English. I'm Victoria, and today we're talking about something that many people find challenging, especially in professional situations. Hi, William. How are you today? You look like you just came out of a meeting.
Hi, Victoria. I'm doing well, but you're actually right about that. I just finished a team meeting, and honestly, I didn't say much. I had ideas, but I wasn't confident enough to speak up.
That's a very common situation, especially for English learners. You understand what's happening, you have something to say, but you hesitate. It's not always about language. Sometimes it's about confidence.
Exactly. And sometimes I worry that I might say something incorrectly, or maybe I won't sound professional enough. So I just stay quiet.
Hmm, that feeling is very real, but staying silent can actually limit your opportunities. In meetings, speaking up shows involvement and confidence. Even simple contributions can make a difference.
That makes sense, but it still feels difficult in the moment, especially when other people are speaking fluently and quickly. It feels like there's no space to join.
Right, and that's where strategy becomes important. Speaking in meetings is not only about language, it's also about timing and structure. You don't need to speak a lot, you just need to speak clearly.
So it's more about how you say things, not how much you say. That actually makes it feel more manageable. Maybe I don't need long sentences.
Exactly. And simple, clear sentences are often more effective than complex ones. For example, instead of trying to explain everything, you can start with a short opinion, something like, I think this approach could work.
That sounds simple, but also professional. It doesn't feel risky. It's just a small contribution.
Yes, and small contributions build confidence over time. Once you speak once, it becomes easier to speak again. That first step is always the hardest.
I think another problem is not knowing when to speak. Sometimes I feel like I might interrupt someone, and that makes me hesitate even more.
That's a great point, and there are polite ways to enter a conversation. You can use phrases like, can I add something here? Or, I'd like to share an idea. These help you join without interrupting.
Oh, I like that. It sounds respectful and professional at the same time. It gives you a clear entry into the discussion.
Exactly. And once you enter, you don't need to speak for a long time. Just one or two clear sentences are enough. The goal is to be heard, not to dominate the conversation.
That takes a lot of pressure away. I always thought I needed to explain everything in detail, but maybe that's not necessary.
Not at all, especially in meetings where time is limited. People appreciate clear and concise communication. Short ideas are often more effective.
Let's imagine a real situation. The team is discussing a new project, and I have a small suggestion. What should I say?
You could say something like, I have a quick suggestion we might consider. Then you add your idea in one or two sentences. That sounds confident and structured.
That sounds very doable. It gives a clear signal that I want to speak, and it prepares others to listen.
Exactly. And tone also matters a lot. You don't need to sound aggressive to sound confident. Calm and clear speech already shows confidence.
That's interesting because I always thought confidence means speaking loudly, but it's more about clarity and control.
Yes, and also about not apologizing too much. Many learners say things like, sorry, maybe I'm wrong, before speaking. That reduces confidence.
Oh, wow, I actually do that sometimes. I try to protect myself in case I make a mistake, but I see how it sounds less confident.
Exactly. Instead of apologizing, just state your idea directly. For example, I think we could try this approach. That sounds much stronger.
That's a big shift in mindset. You trust your idea instead of doubting it immediately. That can change how others see you.
Yes, and confidence is often about how you present your thoughts. Even simple language can sound strong if delivered clearly. It's not about complexity.
Another thing I notice is that sometimes I don't have time to think before speaking. Everything is happening quickly. That makes me nervous.
That's completely normal, and there are phrases that can help you gain time. For example, let me think about that for a moment. This gives you space to organize your thoughts.
That's very useful. It sounds natural and professional, and it removes the pressure to respond immediately.
Exactly. And once you have a moment, you can give a simple answer. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be clear.
I'm starting to see that speaking in meetings is more about structure than language level. If you have the right phrases, everything becomes easier. It feels more controlled.
That's absolutely true, and practice makes it even smoother. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they become. Eventually, you won't even think about them.
So the goal is not perfection, but participation. Even small contributions count. That changes how I see meetings.
Exactly. And participation builds visibility. People start recognizing your voice and your ideas. That's important in professional environments.
That's a great motivation to speak more. It's not just about language, it's about being part of the team. That's the bigger picture.
Yes, and once you start speaking regularly, confidence grows naturally. It's not something you wait for, it's something you build.
I really like that idea. Confidence comes from action, not from waiting. That makes it practical.
Exactly. And we're just getting started with this topic. There are many more strategies to explore, but even these small ideas can make a big difference.
Absolutely. This already feels helpful. I can see how I can apply this in my next meeting. It feels more realistic now.
All right, everyone, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We really hope this helped you understand how speaking up in meetings can become easier and more natural. Remember, confidence is not something you suddenly have, it's something you build step by step.
Yes, and even small actions matter. You don't need perfect English to contribute in a meeting. You just need simple phrases, clear ideas, and the courage to try.
If you take one thing from today, let it be this. Don't wait for perfect confidence before you speak. Speak first, and confidence will follow naturally over time.
Exactly. Try using even one phrase from today in your next real or practice meeting. You'll notice that people respond positively even to small contributions.
Thank you for listening to Better Talk English. We really appreciate your time and support. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and don't be afraid to use your voice in English.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay confident, keep speaking, and remember, your English improves every time you use it in real situations.
Goodbye, everyone, and see you next time.